When I started law school, I had no idea what kind of attorney I wanted to be, and then the summer after my first year, I got an internship at the Cuyahoga County Prosecutor's office, and I figured it out within like a week that that's what I wanted to do. I spent all summer working on cases, and anytime I wasn't in the office, I was upstairs in court watching trials, and I got to watch all of these really talented attorneys, prosecutors and defense attorneys. And I remember sitting there and I was like, I'm gonna do that. So being a prosecutor allows me to do something that is challenging and fast-paced and exciting, but it's also meaningful. So that was important to me. We often come across people who have just experienced the worst days of their lives, and we meet them and they put a lot of trust in us to work hard and get a result that can help them get some closure and make those horrible experiences a little more bearable. So when you work really hard on a case, put the hours in, and you're able to obtain a result and bring those people some closure and a sense that they can move on, those are good days. A lot of times there are things that happen behind the scenes of a case that are outside of our control. So people don't want to cooperate, they don't want to show up to court, etc. So you can plan and you can be as prepared as possible, but there's always going to be times where things are out of your hands. So that's frustrating. Last year we had a murder case where a 4-year-old girl was the victim. She was shot in the head and killed. And that was extremely emotional just because of the age of the victim and the way she died and the circumstances surrounding the death. So the trial was very high intensity and high pressure, but we were able to obtain a good result for the family in the end. And they actually just stopped by the office a couple months ago to kind of give us an update on how they're doing. So I don't think I'll ever forget that case. So I think a lot of people think that our job is to get a conviction at no matter what the cost. We want a guilty verdict, which isn't the case. The prosecutor's job is not to get convictions and get a guilty verdict, it's to seek justice. So in some circumstances, yes, a guilty verdict and sending someone to prison is justice, but in other cases, justice can be getting someone drug treatment or counseling or even dismissing a case entirely. So my job is not to get a guilty verdict. My job is to do the right thing.